Hello everyone and welcome to a new video on YouTube. We are kicking off and starting off with our content phase until the end of this year, and I had this weird idea for the first video, which is about family constellations. This is going to be in the topic of meditation and healing trauma. This idea for this video was sort of out of nowhere. Okay, this was not scheduled because I already have every single subject and topic that I want to talk about in the next couple videos. But I felt like the first video should be a continuation of my last one, which was the life update, and we did it in this area in my balcony. And you guys enjoyed it a lot, and thank you so much for the support. So I just thought about carrying on that energy at least for the first video. So I am going to be talking about and giving you a definition of what family constellations is, how exactly this can help you, and what are my opinion and feedback from it. Okay, this is interesting because it lays down the foundation of the next videos to come and the next topics that we're going to talk about, because it brings forward this energy and this idea of like healing yourself, and not only yourself but just being more energetic and living your life free of traumas and just bullshit in general, which is harder, and it's very hard. It's easier said than done, but that's what my channel is about. Like I said in the last video, the main topics that we're going to be speaking about in the future are going to be self-help, also dating stuff, motivation, and just being the best version of ourselves while making mistakes and being realistic. So I have my trustworthy tablet here, which is very interesting because now I am reducing my screen time again. I did a challenge at the beginning of this year, like I mentioned last video, and now I am reducing my screen time yet again. Okay, I do need my glasses. So yeah, I was thinking about doing the video without glasses, but nope. We're gonna do it with glasses. Here we go. All right, so family constellations is basically a therapeutic approach which was developed by Brett Hellinger. It explores the dynamics and relationships within families. Okay, the main focus is on unresolved issues, the traumas, like I mentioned, and this can be individually and the main point of this video is that this can go across generations. This is a bit more, whoa, what the heck? But one of the main points about us improving ourselves is also not to let other stuff go to other people, to other generations, to the energy in our day-to-day activities. So, yeah, I see it like that, just so that we're not really speaking about something like, is it really going to affect my grandkids or something like that? It may and it might, or it may not, okay? But I'm just giving you the key concepts in here. So the one of the 3 points that I want to make about the family constellations is this is a systemic perspective. So each family is seen as a whole system. Every member influences and is influenced by others. Basically, issues in one part or in one individual can affect the whole system. Then we have representatives. So basically, in a typical session, because there are specific sessions of meditation for this, or meditation or psychology and stuff like that, participants represent family members or issues. Okay, it can be a family member or a specific issue, allowing for a visual representation of relationships and the dynamics so that it's easier for you to comprehend and act out what is happening, so to speak. And then I have here the resolution. So the goal is to bring hidden dynamics to light and basically enables healing, allows individuals to move forward without being bound by the past or by issues that they at the time couldn't really deal with it. Okay, we're also speaking about like childhood stuff in here. So the applications, basically this is used by therapists to help clients understand family dynamics and also personal issues. And then I have the workshops, which are often conducted in group settings where participants are free to explore their family systems. So the consideration is that this therapy or this, I don't know, exercise may not be suitable for everyone. and the results can vary. Okay, so it is important to approach it with an open mind, and also, if it's possible, in a more group way, have a special someone who's trained, like someone who actually is trained in doing this sort of stuff, in the more group stuff, which brings more uh, variables, I should say. All right, so with this being said, just a general definition and some key topics that I want to talk about. I did my own research, and I had a couple times and alone time and silence time to review this and to act these exercises. So I'm going to tell you exactly what the exercises were, and then I am going to give you another variable that you can introduce so that you can also explore stuff from the past. I'm not telling you that this is one of the best things that you will ever do, but I feel like this is a great exercise to have in your repertoire. And just because meditation sometimes could be so one-sided, because you are only focusing on yourself, on your goals, on how you feel, and sometimes you don't get to explore how your inner child may feel, or how you felt in the past that maybe is giving you some unwanted and unresolved issues. I mean, life is very complicated, it's full of variables, but I felt like this exercise, I was interested about it, and I explored it, and that's why I'm making this video. So we have 4 exercises. Number 1, this is all done while being in silence, having silence, and being open-minded. Okay, some people have a easier time, and it's going to be a little bit more simple and easy for you to visualize everything and enter meditative state or meditation state. And for other people, it's going to take more time. It's normal. Okay, everyone is different. So basically, the thing is that in the first exercise, you start by always being calm and open minded. You are going to imagine something or someone that has great energy. Okay? Something or someone that has great energy. You can imagine it like being a ball of energy. And then that ball of energy, that circle of energy, is going to transmit energy to you. Okay? You're going to have to imagine it transmitting energy to you. Basically, filling yourself with it, being happy, feeling nice and normal. And then you are going to picture and basically focus on a challenge of your life. This in recent times. This challenge can be something physical, can be a relationship with someone, can be something that you are not doing, you're postponing, whatever. A challenge. Okay? And then after you feel this challenge and you feel its energy and etc., with the energy of the first thing or someone that you pictured, you are going to heal it. So basically, this is like a three-way triangle. You imagine something or someone that's going to give you energy, you feel great, and then you think about the other thing that's a challenge, and you want to do sort of like a triangle of energy, putting good energy into the challenge. Then at the end, I'm going to give you a variation of this, and putting a little bit of the topic of inner child, okay, traumas. I want to talk about that. So I'm going to give you a variation of this exercise that is something that you can think about in the past. Okay, this is more like present stuff. So this is exercise number 1. Then exercise number 2, and this is where things get interesting. You are going to picture your mom and dad. In this case, it can be your mother figure or father figure. Okay, they don't have to be alive, they don't have to certainly be your biological mother or biological father. It just has to be a mother figure and a father figure. First, you are going to imagine your mother figure, and you are going to imagining her watching you and how you feel about that. And then you're going to imagine your father figure getting into the dynamic of seeing your mom and seeing you. It may seem like a lot of stuff at the same time, but just go slow. Just be silent, be cool at first, then imagine mother figure, what she is thinking about, this dynamic between you both, and then introduce your father figure and the dynamic between the three of you. You can even think about the dynamic between the two of them first, father and mother, and then towards you. Okay? My tablet keeps locking. Christ. So, this is basically an exercise to see their perspective and for you to understand a bit how to be in their shoes. Exercise number 3. You are going to select a divine energy. Whatever it is, you are going to picture an energy that is flawless, that you feel amazing thinking about it. And then this divine energy is basically going to heal yourself. Like the first exercise, you're going to pick a great energy and it's going to heal you. The energy is going to go to you. But in this third exercise, this energy is making you feel 100% amazing. Okay, so select whatever it is, someone, something, it can be an object, whatever, a divine energy, and let it heal you. Feel like the energy is just filling you up. In this exercise, I imagined that I was a puzzle and I was not complete, and the pieces were put together. So, yeah, it keeps locking. What the fuck? But the fourth exercise is going to be drawing your family. It can be mentally or you can actually draw it. The main point is for you to analyze how close you draw people together. This may seem kind of weird at first, but it's basically to make you think about the dynamic between people and where you draw yourself in the family, what position. So this is basically it. These are the 4 exercises that I feel like it worked for me. They were super cool to do and approachable, and at the same time, they taught me something, or I could take away something from this. There might be other exercises that you prefer or whatever, but this worked for me in a way that I was actively thinking about stuff and I was actively improving how I felt, or it just worked for me. It was great. It was dynamic and at the same time manageable. So, at the end of this video, what I want to tell you is that you have to go into these sessions and therapy exercises with an open mind. If not, you are not going to reach it, which is fine. It takes time. I'm not telling you that this is going to fix your traumas or it's going to make you feel 100% better. It may not. It may actually have the opposite effect. You may actually feel after this a little bit more stiff and a little bit like feels I feel hurt. But that just means that those are the demons coming out and the energy is just flowing through your body. It's normal. Okay, it's not for everyone, sure, but it works. So the last thing that I want to talk about is that we may do a video about the inner child trauma or the inner child therapy, because this family constellation is about the dynamic of family. But there's an interesting thing about the inner child, and I have done a couple exercises, and maybe if this video gets, I'm gonna say 50 likes. If this video gets 50 likes, I am actually going to do the inner child video right next. I'm gonna post the first video of the next phase of content, which is a whiteboard video about the unknown, and then I post that video about the inner child. The variation that I wanted to give you about the inner child is the first exercise that I talked about here in the family constellations. You are going to have to picture a recent challenge or a relationship or this or that. The variation is think about something in the past. Okay, think about a challenge in the past, how you felt in terms of frustrations in your past, in your childhood. And that may actually be something very simple, but that can bring forward some of the things from your family or other generations or this or that that you don't even remember. So yeah, 50 likes and I post that video, I make that video and I research even more exercises about it because I have done a couple, but I feel like I'm missing 1 or 2 that are key exercises for us to really reach the point of inner child trauma and to work it out. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I see you in the next one, probably not with a black shirt, but with something very fashionable. Thank you so much for the support And thank you for every single new subscriber. If you have any video ideas, anything that you want me to talk about, if anything, I don't know, that you want me to react to, tell me in the comments and we might do just that. Thank you. Until next time. Have a great week. Have a great life. And just enjoy. Bye bye.